Okay, hello everybody. My name is Arnold Placencia Flores and welcome to Arnold on Camera. This is going to be me straight up talking to you, the viewer. So, I have a confession to make. I love Naughty Dog. Not only do I like Naughty Dog, but in particular, I love Jak and Daxter. I also love animation, but we're not going to talk about that. This video is not going to be involved with anything about animation, even though there's animation in video games. But anyways, I love the classic, the PlayStation hit, Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter is my favorite video game series, still is. I've been around here for a long time. Not that long. I'm not like president old, but I'm definitely getting closer to my 30s. It's fun to look back. So this video is actually going to look back at everything Jak and Daxter. We're gonna go through every game that I own, which is all of them, and we're gonna talk about them. I'm just gonna go through and give you a little bit of an opinion about what I think about it. So let's get started. I just touched the mic. Let's get started. In the beginning, there was a legacy, a precursor legacy. So this is what got it started. Now, funny thing about this, I don't have the manual. Whoops, I actually cut it up, I think. So it's gone. But I don't have the manual to this one, even though I should. So let's talk about the game. Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy. This game is like the Super Mario Brothers, the Super Mario 64 of PlayStation. I guess at the time, they wanted to create something whimsical. From the creator and developer of the 20 million selling Crash Bandicoot series comes the next generation in interactive entertainment. So that's pretty cool. It's about magic, imagination, journey, discover precursor secrets, dazzling artifacts, and a sinister plot by twisted minds wanting to unleash Dark Eco, the most dangerous element in the universe. A new legacy is born. Well, that sounds pretty good to me, but this game was fun to play, but I actually played, and the reason why I'm gonna kind of skip over it a little bit is because Jak 2, now this is the bad boy that got me involved. I had actually played this game before, but what ended up happening was that I got a PlayStation 2. My parents bought it for me at Costco, and it came with two games. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, and it came with Jak 2, the bundle. If anybody remembers that one, shout out in the comments, because that shit is what got me into this. But this game is something big is about to unfold. This game is the bee's knees, but I just love this game. And what was so cool is that this game, it was like baby's Grand Theft Auto. It was like baby's Grand Theft Auto because I noticed a big shift. I had first played this game and loved it. Whoops. I had first played this game and loved it. And then I went back and got this one because I'd actually, if I'm not mistaken, I went ahead and went from Jak 2 to Jak 3. And then after playing Jak 3, I went back and did Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy. It's unfortunate that they dropped Daxter. That sucks. But yeah, the idea behind Jak 2 was that Jak has evolved. Jak is no longer a silent, muted hero. He's now a badass. He's gonna kill Praxis, you know?
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
He's gonna kill Praxis. And that was kind of like, ooh, this is kind of cool. There's also hot babes, there's tough dudes, and there's a dark mode, an emo mode. Basically, emo Jak was born. And this one had powerful weapons, as it says here on the box, a high-tech jet board, an impenetrable mech suit. So this shit was badass. This was cool. This was like, me, a little kid, as a baby boy, was like, yeah, I love this game. Holy shit. It's like Grand Theft Auto, without having played Grand Theft Auto, because I don't think I was into rated M games. I was playing age-appropriate rated T for teen games. And this game, oh, it's so nostalgic for me. It is memories. Here's the disc. Look at that bad boy right there. But again, no manual because I suck. I used to suck at manuals. Now I keep that shit. But yes, I love Jak and Daxter. I love Jak 2 so much because it's the first one that got me into all of this. It's what led me into this world, and then I was able to go back and start at the beginning with Precursor Legacy, and I've come to really appreciate Precursor Legacy. Precursor Legacy is like the whimsical, magical, fun, introduction to Jak and Daxter. It talked about Eco and the precursors and all that lore. It began here, and with Jak and Daxter being a mute, it was always about them too, but it had lots of colorful, beautiful characters. I say beautiful because I'm looking at, I guess, without realizing I'm looking at Kiera, and she was, let's just say that they were naughty dogs for putting her in the game, living up to the name. And then they were naughty dogs again with Jak 2, where they're being more, I guess they're trying to be badass. They're saying, cuss words like hell, and I'm gonna kill Praxis, like we said before. And there was just a bunch of cool things. The dark eco, the atmosphere, the game. Man, it's so much fun. It was a good time, and I just continue to look back at these games and think of the fondness. So let's move on real fast. I might come back to it later. But right after that, we have the epic legacy that concludes Jak 3. Now, Jak 3 is like, it's the refined creme de la creme. I think it's the best that they offered. It had everything that Jak 2 was, plus more. And although it's a little different in regarding the gameplay wasn't as like focused, I think. It was a little more scattered, if you ask me. But every time I play this game, it goes so fast. Jak 3 goes quick, and this one I do have the book. Look at that. Look at me. As I got older, I got better at this. And yeah, it's all there. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, yeah, the table of contents. Look, man, you guys remember manuals? Those are the days. 1 year has passed since Jak and Daxter saved Haven City from Core and the Metalhead Menace. Yet the city still finds itself embroiled in chaos as 3 separate groups fight for control of its streets. Yeah, there you go. That's all you gotta know, is that the war continues. They're battling the Metalheads. And I'm sorry if I'm jumping back and forth, but this video is not that super structured, but I should stop apologizing. But there it is, Jak 3. This is what we're talking about. It's got all the goodies in there. This is almost the complete package, but man, so many good memories. I love this game, and I love Jak 3 because it's like a fun sandbox. It was Grand Theft Auto for kids. You had cars. You had now light mode, which was introduced, the dark Jak and light Jak. And it was a good story. I mean, I like the atmosphere. The characters are cool. And the character themselves is kind of like a gruff, not gruff, but Jak is a hero that's kind of a quiet guy. You know, I love to imitate him because he reminds me of myself. There are times where I feel like I'm kind of like I'm in Jak's shoes, where it's simply the way he talks. He was kind of mute, and I was also I used to be a quiet person. I was not that confident, but eventually he found his voice. And in Jak 2, one of the first things he says is, come on, say it with me.
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
That's right, he says he's gonna kill Praxis, and he does kill Praxis, or whatever his name is, but he kills somebody. So we have Jak 3, which continues on, the story ends. There's so much stuff I could talk about, but for this one, we're just gonna go through it, and this is just me vomiting my words onto you on this camera. But I added more guns, more vehicles, the desert landscape, it's like Mad Max. And so it was a fun story, and it concludes, and it's over, and it's great. It was, I love playing this game. This is the one that I replay over and over and over. I loved it so much that I bought that shit in HD. These bastards, these naughty dogs got me freaking playing the game on PS3 in HD. Just because I loved the game so much in the PS2 days, so I was able to go back and revisit it on my PlayStation 3. And unfortunately, they got my money again, because if you look in the background, I have Jak X, which is actually up next. Jak X, I bought this bad boy 2 times also, because now this guy is also cool. We're gonna skip now over to Jak X, talk about a segue. But now this is the racing game for me. It's got fun gadgets. It's a nice what's the word, a chaser. It's a chaser to the Jak and Daxter franchise. You gotta do some fun racing. You gotta roar through Jak's world in a race to the death race, anybody? So it was a fun game. The story concluded, and then this is like the epilogue. It continues on. You get to revisit some of the worlds in a fun new dynamic way. And if you're like me, if you're a boy born in the United States, you like cars. So all about the cars, and there's just so much to love about this game. It was I guess it was online. It's the first game that in the series, at least on PlayStation 2, that lets you play online. So that was kind of a breakthrough for the series. But that was cool, and I had so much fun playing this with my cousins, with my siblings. we would just play this game, and it was a fun racing game, and I completed it. I actually 100%ed it on PlayStation 5 because I'm using it on my 5. And so I've been a PlayStation fanboy for a long time, and it was all thanks to this guy. Is where it all got started. And so this video is just me saying I love Jak and Daxter. I love the series, and I love Naughty Dog because I've followed up and played basically all of their games. I've played, sort of. I haven't played much of the Crash Bandicoot, but I have played them. Let's continue on real quick because it doesn't end there. It is, unfortunately, with the Jak and Daxter series, it doesn't stop at Jak X Combat Racing. It continues on. We have in a good and a bad. So we have Daxter. We have little Daxter boy, but we have a greatest hits on PSP. Now this game was pretty cool. Now, I'm not gonna touch much on it, but it was a good game. I liked it. It was fun. It was on the PSP. I was able to buy my PSP. I got it for like my birthday or something, or Christmas. But I did get the PSP with the Jak and Daxter collection or whatever. And I remember that I was able to sync up my PSP memory save to the PlayStation 2's Jak X, and it allowed me to unlock some goodies. So that was always a fun thing. Who doesn't love, like, you know, it feels like a treasure chest. It's like the internet when it was infant. You're like discovering ways to connect online and connect your stuff, which is always very cool. So that was awesome. I love this game too. It's fun to play. I was playing with my cousin who had also had a PSP. We'd go back and forth and I guess battle each other out like Pokemons with the bugs. So this one was fun. I liked it a lot, and it was a refreshing game, and it was a great addition to the Jak and Daxter series. Which then leads us to the end and the conclusion. So at the end of it all, Jak and Daxter: The Last Frontier. Ooh, I know, right? This one is not so good. Who in their right minds would have picked this one? But I guess some people must have liked it. Hey, if you like this game, tell me. Do reach out in the comments and let me know. And I know I've been looking away at the camera, so I'm sorry. I'm going to get better. I've been staring at my viewfinder, but I promise that I'm going to do a lot better of a job of staring at you, the viewer. But this game right here is, you see, there's not much I can say about it. There's not really much I want to talk about. What I could say is that I tried playing it. I bought it, tried playing it, couldn't finish it. I just didn't like the new voice actor. I didn't like the updated graphics were okay, but you can tell. You can immediately tell that something's off. There's something different about this game. Did Naughty Dog make this game? No, they didn't. It was made by High Impact Games. So yeah, I know. Unfortunately, High Impact Games, they make stuff, and I haven't played many of their games, but I know they're out there. But it did feel like a wet fart of like a conclusion, because the game technically ends here. The trilogy is over. The action's over. They're fucking sky pirates now, and they're doing shit in the sky. Like, I guess. I mean, who likes that stuff? And now that I'm looking at the camera, I'm sorry for all those people that were like, why isn't he looking at the camera? I'll fix that next time. But if there is a next video, which there probably will be, because this is where I get started. But the fate of the world is in your hands. Jak and Daxter are back in an adventure that picks up the action where the previous trilogy left off. We're talking about Eco. It involves like Eco that's like poisoning the sky or something. The world's on the edge of the brink or whatever. And now okay, this one I do have. So let's go back and open up. See, look, from here on out we're talking manuals. So we got the game, we got the manual. It's all there. It's here because I started getting better at keeping my manuals and not ripping them up. So we've got Jak and Daxter. We got an ad for the PlayStation 3. Shout out to the PS3. We got a little baby manual, and the artwork is cool, but it doesn't fit. Honestly, it feels like a weird addition, and it ends on that note. But you know that for all the fans out there, we all know that there actually was an opportunity to continue the Jak franchise with a Jak 4. And Jak 4, I mean, ooh, look at this artwork. Now that's nice. Take a look at that snout. Now that's what I call Jak-alicious. That's Jak-tastic. That's Jak That's Super Jack. Ooh, here we go. Undeveloped projects. I'll try and get you some better scans, but undeveloped projects. There was a day when there would have been a Jack 4. If anyone that doesn't know the story, I'll summarize it real quick. But there was actually, they were going to build a Jack 4. It was going to continue. Jak and Daxter franchise, it always holds a special place in the hearts of Naughty Dog and among our fans, people like us. And so there was going to be a Jak 4. They were actually, those bastards, those Naughty Dogs were actually going to fucking do it. But eventually, you know, unfortunately, it just didn't work out. They tried their damn best, and instead we got The Last of Us out of it. So, not bad if you ask me. Yes, it would have been nice to have continued and gone back, but at the same time, it's in the past. There's not much you can do. I think that people have hope that there one day will be a Jak 4, but think about it, man. There isn't gonna be a Jak 4. It's over. And if they were to make a new one, they'd have to realize that it's a different era, it's a different generation. So that's a bummer, but it's also okay because it's over now. It's done. The bit is done. Jak and Daxter had its beautiful reign, and it was my favorite PlayStation series to this day. It still is, just because it's a lovely game. I love it. I just love it. In case you haven't noticed, I love fucking Jak and Daxter. I love Jak 3 is my favorite. It's the best one of my choice. I loved it so much that I bought it again on PlayStation 3 in the HD collection. And I loved it so much that I bought it a fucking third time in Super HD. Just kidding, it's the same. It's HD the same. But now I have it on my PlayStation 5, so I'm going to go back and play it again. So I played it on the PS2, the PS2, the PS3, the PS4. No, never mind. I never played on the PS4, but I bought it on the 5. I could play it on the PS4, but I have it on the 5. And it's good stuff. It's my favorite franchise. I love it. And you know what? If you like Jak and Daxter, you're going to like this channel because I'm going to talk about it some more. I'm going to definitely make some more videos about Jak and Daxter. Maybe I'll go through each game and talk about it more in depth, but this is just like the big old like summary of like how I feel about it, just my heart pouring out to you. So if you like Jak and Daxter, then stick around. I'm going to talk more about it in depth, but this has been like a baby introspective. You guys want to see the inside of the dynamic duo being back, but there's your Jak and Daxter right there. It's got a manual for the HD collection. The disc is gone. Whoa, where the hell is my damn disc? You know what? It's probably in my PlayStation 3. I hope it is. Ooh, where's the disc? Anyways, it doesn't matter because I have it all in HD. Again, I have it in storage. So, wow, welcome to the future. What a time to be alive, you guys. It's been 20 minutes. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of long, but I just love Jak and Daxter. It's my favorite. There's so much more I could talk about, but this has just been a quick overview of the entire series, going through each one and how much I love the games. And I'll be sure to touch back on some of the characters because there's so much more to talk about, and there's just there's a lot to go through. There's the characters. We're gonna talk about Kiera. We're gonna talk about Kiera. I think focusing, but we're gonna talk about Kiera. I know that Kiera is a great character, and so there's Samos, right? The Sage guy, Daxter, Jak, Kiera, Ashlyn, Torn, and I forgot the name of the guy that Phil Lamar plays, but he's in there too. There's a lot of good characters. There's a lot of. It's a good world. It's a lovely day to play Jak and Daxter. So why don't you guys go play Jak and Daxter? Because I think I might race a little bit here and there, but probably won't. I got stuff to do. If you like this video, then be sure to tell your friends. Watch it again. See how I fucked up. point and laugh at me. I dare you to make fun of me in the comments. But there's going to be more of this kind of stuff. And so, welcome to the channel. This is me, Arnold, on camera. I'm going to turn the camera off and then edit this video for you guys and gals and those in between. So if you like Jak and Daxter, if you love gaming, if you love PlayStation, if you love Dragon Ball Z, If you love movies and film, then technology, computers, this is going to be the channel for that. But we're going to get started somewhere, and so the somewhere is going to be about Jak. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually do this right. I'm going to do a Jak 2 first, and then a Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy. Or I'll go in order because I don't care. Or sorry, I probably won't go in order because I do care, but I'm a naughty dog myself, so I'm going to be naughty, and I'm actually going to I'm going to start off with the next video being about Jak 2, and then I'll talk about Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, and then I'll go into Jak 3, and then you can go back and watch them in order. Go for it, but I'm going to be kind of a naughty dog myself, and we're going to go with Jak 2 at the start of this video, as a series. So look forward to that, and then we'll top it off with, we'll go through all the games, no matter how fast or short they might be, and then we're going to talk about Jak 4, what could have been, what ended up becoming Last of Us, and then I'll talk about some more Naughty Dog games. So stick around and enjoy the show. See you.